introduction about this act. It's inspired by three men. The first one is Dimitri Martin. He's a stand-up comedian, you might know him. The second is a guy named Jason Garfield. He is a professional juggler. He's kind of the guy I got interested in watching him. That's how I learned how to juggle. And the third is a guy who used to come to our church picnic. He called himself the Jovial Juggler. Just means the funny guy who throws stuff and catches it. But he's the one who showed me that you can put comedy and juggling together. So this is my rendition, my tribute to those three guys. I call it the Jovial Juggler. Hope you enjoy it. This first part of the act, I like to call things I learned in college. You learn a lot here at MLC, not just ministry training. For example, I learned that whenever I investigate a smell in Concord, the answer is never good. I switched it one time. It could be, what is that? Muffins? If only. You know, I also learned that the phrase, sort of, is pretty harmless. You know, it doesn't mean anything. Sort of. It's just a filler. You know, it has no meaning at all. But I've learned that after certain words, sort of makes all the difference. Like after, I love you. Or after, you're going to live. Or after, it's a boy! I've been taking a lot of classes to deal with the classical period, and there's a lot of mythical creatures back then. I don't know if you knew that. And I learned that if you want to make a mythical creature, all you do is take a normal creature and add wings to it. You know, a horse becomes a Pegasus, a lion becomes a griffin, and a hawk becomes a double hawk. Very fearsome. Now, many of you know that I like to swim, but I've learned that for some people, swimming can be kind of a confusing sport, because sometimes you do it for fun, and other times you do it to not die. And I've learned that with some people, it's hard to tell the difference. So what I do, I go by what they're wearing. Swimsuit? Okay. Pants? Uh-oh. Nothing? I don't want to know. I've also learned that there's no difference between I'm sorry and between I apologize. No difference at all. Unless you're at a funeral. All I'm saying is don't make the same mistake I did. I've also learned that I like parties, but I don't like piñatas. We'll do it again, hold on. Don't forget that joke. The reason I don't like piñatas, though, is because piñatas, they promote violence against flamboyant animals. I mean, think about it. Every birthday party you went to as a kid, you're like, hey, check it out. It's a donkey with some pizzazz. Somebody get a stick. Alright, it's time to up the ante a little bit. This is 4-ball juggling. However, it's not actually 4-ball juggling. I have 3 juggling balls and 1 hacky sack, so you'll have have to bear with me on this one. It's also kind of hit or miss, so let's hope it's a hit tonight. I need that drum roll right about now. Oh no, someone started, I heard it. Again, yeah. Now, I'm not a big cologne wearer, because I think it's more than a coincidence that cologne rhymes with alone. Yeah, that could be a problem for some guys. But I don't use cologne. But what I do use is a product called I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. I don't use it for the smell, don't worry. I use it because sometimes when I'm having toast, I like to be incredulous. Hey man, how was breakfast? Unbelievable. That's enough of that. Let's go back to some 3-ball juggling here. This part of the act is called I Think. I think that stuttering is not an impediment. I think it's a way of creating suspense.